But Emily's like, I would literally kill someone if they tell you something.
Well,
I will rip off their head.
Let's not make me look like a murderer now.
Hey everyone, it's me, Jay, and today I am with my lovely, wonderful, I'm laughing because I already recorded this and I'm re-recording it because I accidentally deleted the clip, and Emily's really mad.
Yeah, so now we have a new answer to the last question, which is, what do you guys fight about the most? It's her deleting the damn clip.
She's so mad because like it already took a lot for me to have her in front of the camera.
I was very reluctant to film this.
And she was so cute though. She was being so supportive in like the first half of this video, and I got
not anymore.
But anyways, I know you guys have wanted a girlfriend tag with us for a very long time, and I love her to death, and I'm so happy that she agreed to do it today. I know she's a little bit camera shy.
I'm not shy, I'm just ugly.
No, you're so pretty, don't even say that. But today's video is going to be very, very special to me just because she's in it. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I hope you guys enjoy our whole story and these questions that I'm answering, I guess, or that we're answering. So the first question is, where... I can never read this. But so yeah, the first question, when, where, and how did you meet?
Okay, so there's a couple answers to this question, but the first time we met in person was for a video shoot for her music video.
So yeah, if you guys have ever seen, this feels so scripted.
Because it is.
Because we've already said it before. If you guys have ever seen my music video for 40 Days, that song, she's actually the love interest in it, which is pretty funny.
I didn't want to be. We didn't have nobody else.
Yeah, first day that I ever met her actually. But she had seen me previously before because she was really good friends with my friend Chris, who I was in a band with. She has been to concerts supporting him, and we were in the band together, so she went to my concert too. And so she knew of me, she had seen me, but it wasn't until later that I told Chris to tell her to slide into my DMs, and she did, and everything's history. Like everything, we're together now, all because of a DM on Twitter. We became really, really good friends. She lied to me about liking the front bottoms, and
stop! I'll never live it down.
And I love her so much.
The front bottoms suck.
There's a band that I really like, and we were talking about music, and she asked me what kind of music do I like, and I gave her a band, and she was like, oh my god, I love the front bottoms.
I only heard one song.
She only heard like one song.
It was an okay song.
But it was cute because she was trying, and I love you, and I did the same thing, so I'm not even mad. All right, so the second question is, what did you first notice about each other?
Her smile.
She said this in the last video, and it really made me blush. The first thing I noticed about her, I was at my friend's Chris's house. This was the day of the music video shoot. I opened the door, and the first thing I noticed was how small she is. She was so small, like a lot smaller than I expected.
I'm pretty sure I told you that I was small too.
Yeah, no, like I had seen pictures and stuff, even though it was really hard to stalk her Twitter because she never takes pictures of herself.
Because I'm ugly.
But I had seen a few, and I knew she was small, but when I saw her, I was like, oh, I just want to hold you. You're just so itty bitty baby. I love that about her. Do you still think my smile is the best trait about me?
Yeah.
Really?
I don't know, there's so many good ones.
The same with you. Like, I love you being small, but like, that's not what I love about you the most. And the next question is, where was your first date?
Dunkin' Donuts!
It was like dead ass at Dunkin' Donuts. What the whole date was supposed to be was like us getting coffee, and then there's a park that's really nearby, and so
right behind the Dunkin' Donuts.
It's like literally right behind. So we went to like this park and hung out. So yeah, she was really nervous. I bought her a donut.
Yeah, I said I do not want to eat because I'm nervous and will throw up on you. I didn't say that, but I was thinking that. I was like, I don't want to eat, I'm not hungry. And she's like, oh, I'll just buy you a donut. I was like, I can't eat the fucking donut.
Yeah,
I'm gonna throw up on you.
Yeah, we had been texting each other, and then like I had told her I liked her like the night previous, I think. And I was like, let's go on a date tomorrow. And so we had confirmed that we were interested in each other, and we went on a date the very next day, and she was very, very nervous. I was really, really nervous too, but I had stayed up really late that night writing a song, because when we went to the park, I brought my guitar and I sang her a song, and that's how I asked her out. She's been so supportive because after like 3 days of us just being friends, I came out to her. I told her I was trans, and it was like the most like craziest thing. And like after I had asked her out, I was even like, oh, are you so happy that I'm like your boyfriend? And she had corrected me. And so just her being that supportive, I knew that she would just really help me through a lot. And she definitely has. And
yeah.
I love her to death. You're so special to me. All right, so the next question is, were either of you out before becoming a couple? And so I think the answer to that is like kind of, yeah. Like to some people, like I don't think it was a secret to anyone. If like anyone really asked, I think I would be reluctant, but I'd tell them. But I wasn't like openly out to like my family and stuff like that. I wasn't just like very loud and proud, you know, gay and trans.
That was the same for me because pretty much like not really most of my friends. A couple of my friends knew, and then my family didn't know. And then some of my friends didn't know. So like after we started dating and then she started coming out was when I came out to them.
Yeah, because like when I started transitioning, she had to tell like her family and friends to start calling me by she, her pronouns. It kind of forced her to come out, which I feel bad about, but it wasn't a hard thing. Like her mom was super supportive. Like, can I put the clip in my video of you coming out to your mom?
Yeah.
Like she had the clip of like her actually coming out
literally coming out
like
to my
recording her mom, just yelling, "I'm gay."
And I don't even remember why I was recording. Like, did I want it to be like something to remember? I don't remember. Mom, I'm gay.
See, I can't do the dishes and
Why?
watch TV.
Okay, Mom, I'm gay.
Kira, I can't do the dishes and watch TV.
Emily is gay.
I'm gonna kill him right now. I'm killing him.
Why are you pissed?
I hate him.
Who?
Your father.
So you don't care that I'm gay?
No, I'm killing your dad.
What do you think about Emily being gay?
She's gay. It's fine. What the hell? So go be gay.
But like even that video just really shows what good parents Emily has. Like
They're the
progressive.
best. My parents are the best.
Progressive views, like
Better than
literally better than mine.
Not yours and
Oh, okay. I think you meant mine. I'm like, they're so supportive. Like, even my parents weren't supportive. When I was like homeless for a little bit and needed a place to stay, their doors were always open for me. When she first told her mom that I was trans, like, her mom was like, "Oh, do we need to find her a doctor?" And like, just a really, really great like woman. And even your dad, just really supportive man, and both are wonderful people. Probably
my dad's the best.
The best people ever. The next question is, how do you usually spend your time together?
Watching YouTube videos.
Yeah,
and
we're definitely
and
like
playing with fish.
we watch YouTube videos literally
eating.
all day, all the time. Yeah, I think a nice bonding moment for us too was like cooking. I didn't say that in the last clip, but we definitely cook a lot together, and it's definitely a fun thing. It's coming down to a science, the meals that we make.
Yeah, we eat the same shit.
We literally eat the same thing every day.
What I eat in a day video: bagels and sausage, spaghetti,
Or quesadillas, and that's it.
or quesadillas.
But a big bonding moment is doing stuff like that. I think a good bonding moment is like when we do stuff like creatively, like when she's working on a project and I'm working on a project, and we're just like in our own zones, but like we're together, and I really like that. It's like a really productive environment when we're both doing stuff like that, and we're both there. Like after like 10 minutes or something, we'll like acknowledge each other, and like it's really sweet, and I love that. But yeah, I think YouTube, movies, and stuff like that is probably our biggest bonding that we do. The next question is, does anyone you know disapprove of your relationship? And to that, I would say for my side of the family, not really. Like I don't think I've ever met anyone that really disapproves. Like my mom still views me as like her son, so when she sees our relationship, I think she looks at it as like a straight relationship, when it's definitely not what it is. But for the most part, my mom, I think my mom loves Emily, and I think she really is like, she looked highly about like of her, like wow, she's like graduated, like she's so smart, and like I think my mom actually thinks of her as someone that could take care of me. And so
I do take care of you.
You do take care of me. I take care of you too, though. Yeah, I take care of you.
You're so small.
Do you have anyone in your family that disapproves of me?
I don't think so. I think probably just my grandparents, but I only see them like once a year, so.
Yeah. I
I'm
think
like 80.
that's definitely a hard thing, because like if her grandparents ever come over, it's kind of one of those moments where it's like I have to kind of go out of the house for a few hours, but that's like the only time. Like her like family might misgender me sometimes because they saw me like pre-transition, so in their head for some reason they kind of do that.
Which is annoying, because if they met you now, they wouldn't do that.
Yeah, and it's just annoying. You said like in the last clip that like you can't teach an old dog new tricks, and I think that's true in the sense of like I don't know why people, it's so hard for
It's
them
like once
to
they
like
see, so, like literally after meeting, like if they had only, I'm pretty sure they only met you like once or twice.
Yeah.
Being a certain way. But then like after the fact, it's like, oh well, they remember you as that person, so they're never going to like catch up with how you are.
And the reason that I know that like I passed, or so to say, is because she has like kids in her family, and when they see me, me too. They identify me as a woman. They see me as a woman, and it's just a shame that like some older people have trouble like using, you know, she, her pronouns, things that make me comfortable. And Emily gets really mad when it happens because it definitely puts me in a funk. And so Emily like would snap and tell them
so
straight up.
annoying.
And so like anytime I even go to use the restroom, like a public restroom, Emily, I'm always like reluctant, but Emily's like, I would literally kill someone if they tell you something.
Wow.
I'll rip off their heads.
That's not making me look like a murderer now.
No, definitely not. But like, she's definitely.
I'll
one of those-
definitely say something though.
Yeah, she's like.
Do you have a problem? Because we can solve it.
Next question. Do you have any pet names for each other?
Chicken!
Lovely Bones.
Chicken!
We have like a lot. It was funny because like when we first started dating, we talked about pet names and she hated them. She would talk about them like how they're so stupid. And I wanted to call her something like babe and stuff, but she didn't like any of that. And so it was funny because I was like, oh, you don't like any of that. You don't like to be called. For some reason, I started calling you Antelope.
I think because I was so uncomfortable with you, like, what if I give you like something like, instead of like, I guess just like babe and stuff. I don't know, I was uncomfortable with it. She's like, well, what if I call you something that's like different, like Antelope? And I was like, I guess.
It was just a funny thing. And it kind of stuck. And then we started calling each other different things once we got closer.
Yeah.
And we used babe and stuff like that all the time.
And now chicken is my favorite.
Yeah, Lovely Bones is probably my favorite.
yeah, that too.
Lovely, I love you. Anytime she says my real name, I'm like, am I in trouble? Because like she doesn't, we don't use that. Like I don't really, or when I tell her like, oh, I love you, Emily, that's like when it like is special. But we call each other by pet names all the time. Have you ever worn your girlfriend's clothes? If so, how often? I was just wearing her shirt. We wear each other's clothes all the time. My closet's open to hers, her closet's open to me. It's something that we're okay with. Obviously, I won't wear something that's so small that I'm gonna stretch out. And it's the good thing about being in a gay relationship. I don't really get mad when she wears my clothes. If I'm not wearing it, it's not a problem. Like I'm not like, oh my God, why are you doing that? Like that's my shirt.
Are you sure? Because you brought it up.
I really don't care.
I don't really get mad or anything. It's just like
No, I
sometimes
love
it's
it.
annoying.
Especially when we go out and I know that she's wearing my shirt, it makes me really happy. Or like when I'll get rid of shirts and she's like, no, don't get rid of it. I'll keep it. And then she'll move my shirt that I had to her side of the closet. So now it's technically hers.
But it's still yours.
But it's still mine.
Yeah.
You're so fucking weird.
It's just on my side now.
Oh my God, I hate this.
Go next one. This is gonna be really long
It's
to
okay.
edit.
Who is more likely to cry for no reason?
You freaking cry like 7 times a day. You're gonna cry right now.
If I make a face, I can make myself cry. I'm an actress. But no, I genuinely do cry a lot.
Like all the fucking time.
It's my moments, okay? I can't help it. It's my moments. But I do cry all the time. I get emotional over little things. She'll like say something.
But they're not like
She'll, like,
hard cries. It's just
No,
like
it's like
tears up and like.
It's like a tear up type of- I do cry for no reason a lot of time. She'll like be joking with me and like I'll get offended and like just do like if I make a pouty face, I can make myself cry. And like even if I'm a little bit offended, I'll just cry over nothing. And like 2 seconds later, I'll stop crying and
You
then.
need to get it together, really.
Oh God, you love me. You wouldn't want to be with anyone else.
You're gonna cry after this video. See?
What do you argue/fight about the most? I don't really know. Do you know?
Well, I want to hear what you're gonna say.
I think our arguments stem from, because we're a couple, we do communicate a lot. I think our arguments stem from our stress mostly. So like if I'm stressed about something, we'll get mad at each other, we'll bicker. We live with each other, so in like a 1-bedroom apartment. So it's like if we're stressed out when we're near each other, we're gonna get mad at each other. And it's just communication at the end, like making sure like clarifying that we're not mad at them or like, you know, I'm sorry for being a bitch and like at that moment. And just, it's really communication that like really fixes the situation. But it's like if she's stressed like before about school or about work, you know, sometimes she'll take things out on me, I'll take things out on her. And it's just like the human nature. But I don't know, like what we argue about most, maybe how messy I am.
I was gonna say that, but like the more I think about it, we don't really argue about it, but it's just like, always be like, please pick up your clothes, please put them away, and then you won't do it, so I'll
Emily
put them
has
away.
like really.
And then 20 minutes later, you'll be like, oh, you put my clothes away. And I'm like, yeah, because I fucking asked you a long time ago.
Like I have a bunch of shit over there that I know she's probably really stressed out about.
Wait, what?
But I have like my piano and stuff.
Oh,
like
yeah, when you don't put that away when you're done using it.
So usually when I take off my clothes, they end up on the floor, and then
Just
like.
put things away after you're done using it, and then we'll never have to worry about
And
it.
an hour later, she just cleans it up. But she really likes cleaning, and so clean house is very important for her. And I like a clean house as well, but I really hand it to her because she's the neat freak in our, and this is a later question, but like she is like, she's a Virgo, so she likes things in a certain order. And if they're not in that certain order, she'll get very mad at me. But it's not like.
And you know that, but you still don't do it. So you know she's gonna cry. Don't cry, chicken! Why'd you take your glasses off? Have they been off this whole time?
they glare.
Have they been off this whole
Yeah.
time? Oh.
Have you ever discussed having children? I wanted to put this question last because I think it's an important one that I've been wanting to make a whole length video on. And in the future, I plan on doing a whole video on this, but definitely we talked about it. We are a gay couple, but because I'm trans, before I transitioned, I did store my sperm. So theoretically, we could have biological children, which regardless, even if we had to adopt a child, I would still love it the same. I think people put too much pressure on biology. Even Emily's dad was adopted, and so it's not a big deal. And I don't think it's a big deal for her if we ever plan on adopting one day.
It's just one of those things, like, just in case.
But yeah, so, and I think our biggest thing in our relationship that I think really solidified how much we loved each other was right before I started hormones. And Emily's like worry about me having kids in the future and like what we were gonna do about that. And I think that really like made me like click in my head that, okay, she thinks we're long term. I can see it, I feel that we're long term, you know? Like I don't see this relationship ending anytime soon. So she helped pitch in, like she actually paid for the whole like procedure for me to store my sperm.
It was expensive.
And it was really expensive. And so just for the like, just in case we want to have kids one day. And so I feel like that's when our relationship really went to the next level, and it meant a lot to me. I definitely think we'll have a kid one day, but definitely in
Today ain't the day.
today, definitely in the very far future, because I just yeah, we're really young and we have a lot to grow, and we have a lot of our life that we need to continue building. I'm 21, she's 20, and yeah, we just maybe in like 10 years. But thank you guys for watching. If you want to support Emily, she has a website where she has all of her fun information that you can get, like an intro, an outro, a social media blurb. Like what you see in my videos, all that professional looking stuff is all from her.
Yes.
She's so talented. It's what she went to school for. So if you're looking for anything like that, please
Just motion graphics
go to
stuff.
her website, because she's definitely such a badass and does a really, really good job with all that stuff. So like,
And it's just my name. It's EmilyRoseVance.com.
and yeah, so go support her. She is amazing. And if you want to support me, I have a Patreon, and I also have music that I sell. Links will be in the description. You can follow us both on Twitter and Instagram. I'll leave the links down below. Thank you guys for everything. If you guys want Emily in another video, please leave a like and a comment, and just, yeah, tell us.
Probably not gonna do it.
But give us video ideas in case she does want to. But thank you for everything.
Never said I was gonna do it.
We love Emily to death. Don't we?
I don't know. Do we, Fig?
Let's bring Fig in the outro. She said no. One big happy family.
Say bye, Fig.
Say bye, Fig. See you guys in the next one. Until then.
Bye.
Bye.